Hello, hello. Hey, welcome to Big Purpose Mastermind. Welcome to today's episode. Man, we are having a fun time. I hope that you have enjoyed this week. This week has been fantastic. We, of course, are doing Mel Robbins Week. I've been so impressed by the things that she's done, the way that she's shown up with vulnerability, the way that she's really, truly connected with people. Actually, I just put this up. Again, we are looking at her as a trusted source. And what you want to do, if you feel like you have a calling, a mission, a purpose to accomplish in your life, you want to be seen as that trusted source. And doing trusted source video is the perfect way to do that. And Mel has done a fantastic job with that. So I just want to kind of recap a few of the things that I found as kind of insightful this week. So as we have been going through Mel Robbins Week, the first day we talked about, so on day one, and actually okay. So on day one, we talked about her origin story, how she shared this very vulnerable story about where she was. She was on the verge of bankruptcy and divorce. She couldn't get out of bed, and she discovered this tactic that would help launch her. And by sharing that very vulnerable, very real, authentic story, she connected with millions of people. In fact, on her TEDx, I think it was TEDx that she was on. She got 25 million views just on YouTube alone for that. I mean, a lot of people connected with that because they realized this is something that I need. She did that through story. Okay. So we talked about that on Monday. On Tuesday, we talked about overcoming obstacles. Great stuff in there. Wednesday, we talked about how she's using video to accomplish her big purpose. And remember, this was one that I felt a little uncomfortable with because it felt a little bit like a criticism with her. I didn't mean it to be a criticism. I meant it to be something that would help you understand how to truly connect with your audience. And the way to do that is unscripted. The way to do that is to teach yourself to speak extemporaneously. So if you missed that, make sure you go back. I think that was one of the best episodes that I've done because I think it's something that will truly help you with where you're at. Today, we're talking about innovative video strategies. And then tomorrow we will finish up on the clarity she has about her audience. So anyway, hopefully that's super helpful for you. I'll just real quick, if you missed any of those episodes and don't want to have to search through Facebook or YouTube to be able to find those, just go to schoolofhumanity.tv. That's where the library is. You get free access to all of this. All of the episodes you will find there. So schoolofhumanity.tv, wanted to share that with you. So anyway, I hope that has been helpful for you. If you are here and you are somebody that feels like you have a calling, a mission, a purpose, a life's work that you need to accomplish, and you're trying to figure out, how do I do this? What we do in this mastermind series is we look at the masters of influence, people who are making a tremendous difference in the world. And we're saying, okay, what are they doing? How are they accomplishing this? And are there things that we could learn ourselves? Some things that we learned from Mel Robbins. She does a lot of stuff with a video crew. And today we're going to show some things where she actually shows up just as herself. Part of that is maybe because of the pandemic, but part of it may be some other things. But I don't want you to be limited in your mind in thinking, oh my goodness, this is something I can't afford. I can't afford video. I can't afford a video crew, all this other stuff. Those are limiting beliefs. Get rid of those. Hop into schoolofhumanity.tv. You will see a lot of examples of people that show up with way less and are able to make a remarkable connection with people. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. Also, I want to give you the quote of the day, okay? The quote of the day is, there is no passion to be found in playing small and settling for a life that is less than the one that you are capable of living. That comes to us from our good friend, Nelson Mandela. I love that. All right, so we want to talk about showing up and being real and playing big. Now, Mel is somebody who really plays big. Today, again, we are talking about innovative video strategies that she has done, that she is doing. I love so many things that she brings. I especially love her energy. Yesterday's example, again, if you missed that's really one of the best takeaways that I could bring and give to you on how to show up and share your message in an authentic way and really connect with people. So with that, I want to share with you just a couple of things. First of all, so Mel, if you remember in the origin story, I mean, she started out from her pit, from not being able to, I mean, they were $800,000 in debt. They were looking at bankruptcy and things were looking really bleak. She steps forward, she gets out of that, and then she shares with the next person back how she did it. And in sharing that from a very real, vulnerable place, she truly connects with people and they get super excited about this. So she gets this tremendous following, and they even give her, I can't remember who sponsored her for this, but she had the Mel Robbins Show. And I'm going to show the beginning of this. I mean, this is just really cool stuff. Oh, let me turn up my volume so you can hear it. If you can't hear it, put in the chat that you can't hear it. And let me just turn on my chat there. Okay, so let me play the beginning of the Mel Robbins Show here.
It's the premiere of the Mel Robbins Show.
The premiere.
Mission to help you get the life you deserve. Face your fears. You know what you need to do. Conquer your doubt. There we go. Transform your life. I'm telling.
Okay, I mean, this is like Oprah. She's got this amazing, huge, big show. She's going big time. Again, she started out from $800,000 in debt, feeling like this is the end of everything. And then now she's able to have her own show, truly transform people's lives. I think she mostly works with women. You see them on the show, but she's about helping them really live their lives to the fullest. So I'll play just a little bit more of this.
How to do that? Well, you know, with me. I'll show you how with my 5-second rule. Today.
Okay. All right, so that's a little bit about the Mel Robbins Show. Look at this. We'll scroll through. I mean, she's got people on there. She's got exciting stuff. She's got video segments. Really cool stuff. This is somebody who is playing big, who shows up, and the way that she shows up, actually, let me put this, this graphic over. The way she shows up is she followed that impact income formula, you know, and maybe she wasn't like thinking that exactly, but she starts out with the struggle. What is it that I struggle with that somebody else probably is also struggling with? How can I share my story in a way that pulls them out and realizes, hey, you can actually get out of this? How can I give them the solution bridge, the secret to getting over the chasm that is causing all their trouble and all their pain? You know, what is that fix, that shortcut, the process that I can give? What's the system that I could then put in place so that the people that listen to me can find repeated consistent results out of that? And then of course the stage, that is where you actually share your message. So that's what she's following. So as you look at, you know, at what she's doing with this show, I mean, she is definitely got a stage, right? And she's able to really make a big difference until she couldn't. And I don't know the whole reasons why, but her show got canceled. It may be because of COVID. It may be because of something else, but she lost her show, but it didn't mean she lost her voice. She may have lost her stage as far as the one that was out there and available for everyone, but she still has a way to really connect with people. And so here is a live stream that she did. I love how she connects with people. I wanted to share this with you. There's 2 segments of this that I'm going to share. And with that, let me play her live stream here. Let's see if she's got audio.
I'm just going to take a minute and sit here and let you join from around the world. Wanted to just say hello and check in on you. As you are joining this broadcast, let me welcome you. I'm Mel Robbins. I'm the author of the book, The 5-Second Rule.
Okay, so I'm just going to stop right there. So this is shot during COVID. It is during the pandemic where, you know, you can't have a video crew and all sorts of things. But the first time that I've actually stumbled across her. Actually, I think it was the first time. She was doing a live cast, and she was live streaming to Facebook, to YouTube, to other different sites. And she had a team with her, and it was remarkable. She had thousands and thousands and thousands of people that were tuning in to hear her wisdom. I mean, she had really collected this great following. So now we're looking at how she's using innovative video strategies. Again, she does fantastic with a video crew. She does fantastic in bringing the energy. And then now she's lost her show, but she's still showing up because she hasn't lost her voice. There's still other opportunities for her to get her voice out there. So let's say I wanted to go to 1401 here, where she talks a little bit about this. So now, again, take a look at the video. She's talking to her laptop or something here, and she's kind of cropped herself out of it. And it's not like perfect video at all, but it's authentic Mel. Okay. And as you're listening to her and like she's kind of cropped out, you're still connected with her story because she's showing up as the real person. Okay. So you just saw her amazing, well-produced Mel Robbins Show, like big production kind of stuff. Look at that. I mean, that's a big set that they've got there. And then now you are connecting with her on this live stream, but pay attention to your feelings. How connected do you feel with her when she's sharing her story? Because she's just a master at this. Here we go.
I've been put in a situation like so many of you where I really do need to reinvent my business. I mean, I lost my talk show. My book contract was canceled for my next book. I basically make a living on the speaking circuit, and that's been put on hold for probably a year. And so I'm in the middle of having to ask myself, if I had the courage to change anything, what would I change? And I think that it would be to be less intellectual about what I'm going to do next and open up my heart and go for the biggest possible, most juicy, amazing vision of the kind of company that I want to create.
Okay. Isn't that awesome? So she shows up real and vulnerable. Like when she does that, she really connects with people. When she did it at the start, when she told her stories there, and right there, I mean, she tells you, I lost my book deal along with my show, and all these things that would be termed failures, and a lot of people would just be huddled in a corner, in fetal position down there, rocking back and forth, worried about how they look to everyone else because it's a very obvious public failure to lose these kinds of things. And instead she shows up and she just talks to you on her live stream, says, here's where I'm at. I'm gonna have to reinvent myself. I'm looking at these things. I'm getting inside. I'm paying attention to these things. That is a remarkable way to serve. Okay, when you show up that way, when you show up as the trusted source, and I believe that the best way to do this is through video, because they can look in your eyes, they can hear the sincerity of your voice, they can truly connect with you there and say, yeah, that's the kind of person I want to hang out with. That's the kind of person I want to buy from, or that's the kind of person I want to follow. When you can show up with video that way, you show up in a remarkable way. So this week, as we have been looking at Mel, I'm just going to turn this back. As we've been looking at Mel as a case study of somebody who is a master of influence, pay attention to some of those things. If you want to go back and catch some of the other episodes, some of the other, what do we call them, sessions, just go to schoolofhumanity.tv. Not only will you find all of Mel's, the week that we've got with Mel, from her obstacles she overcame, the innovative ways she's using video, you'll also find everyone else there. Mel, let's see, Marie Forleo, Les Brown, Meg Johnson. That's at schoolofhumanity.tv. Absolutely free for you to join that. But I hope that helps you with your purpose, what you've got. Yes, you have a purpose. Yes, you have a mission, a calling, a life's work to accomplish. If you feel that video is the way for you to truly live that, I want you to go to schoolofhumanity.tv because I'm happy to help you there. And with that, I will see you tomorrow for day 5 of Mel Robbins.